Now, since we have lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the court looks very, very different, sort of up in the air. And this is something that a lot of people are concerned about. So here's what it looks like missing somebody, or this is what people are thinking could be a potential concern. Now, you may have some issues with this next chart, but let's take a look. So here we have the Supreme Court missing Justice Ginsburg. So we've got the 4 conservatives on the right. We put Roberts over here with the liberals because Judge Roberts has sided with the liberals more than the other conservatives. And we have this vacant spot right here in the middle, which would have been picked up by Judge Ginsburg, but she's no longer with us. And so we have this really scary scenario where you could have a 4-4 court where half the judges could take an issue on one side and the other half could take the other side of the issue. And then we have this stalemate. So what's going to happen if in 2020 we have a contested election? People are fighting over mail-in ballots. People are concerned about voting and the U.S. Postal Service and all of these things. We have a situation like we had with Bush versus Gore, where everybody is filing lawsuits and this stuff goes up to the Supreme Court. What's going to happen there if we have a 4-4 split? It's not good. We are right in the middle of a constitutional crisis. And so, or a potential constitutional crisis. And so over the weekend, we've been seeing a lot of people having a conversation about what should happen. Should Trump nominate somebody? Should he not? Should the Senate confirm them? Should they not? We're going to get into all of that in greater detail today. Now, what Trump wants to do, or what the conservatives want to have happen, is that the court gets even more conservative, gets even more Republicans or even more sort of right-leaning individuals on, so that they could make the court look like this. This would be a reliably conservative court, and this would flip it from what we saw previously, where we had a 5-4 to a 6-3. And again, Roberts is in the middle there because he's kind of squishy, at least as it comes to ideological positions. He can sometimes side with the left, sometimes side with the right. And so rightfully, I mean, if you're a Democrat, if you're somebody who is on the left and you see a situation like this where it's a 6-3, whoa, you are melting down, because this is something that can last for a long time. Remember, judges have lifetime appointments. So whoever this individual is, if Trump gets this person on the Supreme Court, this individual, if they're young, if they're in their 50s or 40s, or even one of the nominees being discussed, if they're 38 years old, they're going to be on the Supreme Court for years, decades. I mean, 30, 40, 50 years, and they'll have the ability to impact policy. So the Democrats have had a lot of responses to this. We're going to talk about some of the things that they have mentioned, things like impeachment, things like court packing. We're going to get to all of that today.